When you meet a new person and afterwards search the name on Google, one of the top results will most probably be their LinkedIn profile. This is because LinkedIn is a huge presence on the internet. With over 800 million members across the world, that makes sense, right? And just like you can see other people's LinkedIn profile through a simple Google search, they can see yours. Your LinkedIn profile is the most accurate and up-to-date business card you will ever have. These days, it is the ultimate first impression potential business partners, customers or employees will ever get of you. Here's the thing, you have only one chance for a first impression, and people take a few seconds to forge a superficial opinion about you as they glance at your name, picture and title on LinkedIn. It is not like the real world, where people have enough time to see you, your body language, your behavior, or listen to what you have to say and how you think or experience your charisma. I personally see my appearance as a uniform. When you think about a doctor, police officer, soldier, or politician, you picture the uniform. The uniform represents what they do and build trust. When I dress to do business, I am not influenced by my personal identity. My business uniform has one goal only, making a good first impression to help me meet my business goals. So I reserve my shorts and Bermuda shirt for my close friends and family. My point is, your LinkedIn profile is like your online uniform. As a business people, we are serving people who don't know us. When our prospects are deciding whether or not to work with us or buy from us, we want our uniform to put them at ease. Your LinkedIn profile, like your uniform, goes beyond the personal identity. It showcases what you represent, whether that is security, power, strength, or confidence. You have the power to control the perception of how people see you, so it is your decision how you present yourself, in person and online. I've been doing business for more than 20 years, and in the past I would have books full of business cards from events, exhibitions and personal meetings. That feels unbelievable now, as phone numbers, email address and job titles constantly change. With LinkedIn, you and your connections are always up to date. So LinkedIn is your online uniform, or you can think of it as your personal website or online resume. That's a lot of pressure for one LinkedIn page, but trust me when I say that if you leverage correctly, you will elevate your business. People will always search for reason to trust you. Do you follow the people they respect? Are you in the same group as they are? Do you have the credential to do the job? Everyone wants a solution for a problem they can't solve themselves or don't want to solve themselves, so they are actively searching for reason to trust you. This is why someone goes through your LinkedIn profile. Make sure you never waste the opportunity to convert someone to trusting you when they are looking at your LinkedIn profile. Your profile picture, your name and title are the most important sections, as when you send a connection request, this will be the very first your prospect will see, and based on that emotion and that perception, decide if to accept your connection request or not. When crafting your LinkedIn profile, I believe it should have these 3 goals. Illustrate that you can solve a problem a prospect might have. Build trust by positioning yourself as an expert. Be likable. These 3 goals should be represented in everything you craft, from your profile to what you post, from what you like on LinkedIn, to the groups you belong to, what you comment on the posts of others. I believe that everything we do can be analyzed as a funnel, from many to a few. We can even count the conversion rate. It starts off of how many connection requests you are sending and how many requests get accepted. Next up is how many messages you send, which trickles down to how many people will read the message and how many will answer. That will then trickle down to how many people will agree to a meeting or a call, until finally how many people will become a partner, a client, or an employee. Do you see how important it is to prioritize what to optimize first and then to move on to the next stage in the funnel? For example, it doesn't make sense to write amazing messages to connection requests if you don't have a converting profile with an exceptional profile picture and a great title. Next, people will check your profile to build trust and see if your profile supports the claims you have in your messages. Start from the top and make sure every step of the funnel is crafted to help you meet your goals. My suggestion for you before you start to edit your profile is to model the best in your niche. Search for the top 5 LinkedIn profiles related to your niche. What do their profile pictures look like? How do these describe themselves in their taglines and descriptions? Now that you can see what works, model it. See it as a guideline. Don't just copy-paste. Understand what they did, how they did it, and improve on it. Remember, it is always easier to optimize something existing than to start from scratch. That's it for this lesson. You should now be able to craft a strategic LinkedIn profile that helps you meet your professional goals. Let's move on to the next lesson.